From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Wednesday, July 6th. The heat and humidity is going to linger today. 90-degree temps will stick around, and so will the chance for showers and storms. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible again, with damaging winds being the main threat. Flooding will also continue to be a threat. And the storms caused some major problems in Fort Wayne. Indiana Michigan Power reports some 16,000 people without power as of this morning. All mostly are in the Fort Wayne area. That's up from 2,000 last night. Crews are working right now to address all of the issues, so certainly something to be aware of. And if you have anyone who lives in that area, might want to check on your neighbors. And neighbors are calling for change after more than 50 shots were fired at a 4th of July cookout, critically wounding 2 children. The shooting happened at the Arlington Village Shopping Center on Monday evening. IMPD says bullets hit an 8-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy while they played inside a bounce house. At last check, both children were in the hospital in critical condition. IMPD says a 28-year-old man was also critically injured. Police have not made any arrests. A man is in the Marion County Jail after police say he gave guns to 3 teens. IMPD says someone watching cameras in the Regional Operations Center spotted 2 men and told officers they were possibly armed. This was at the Colts Canal Place Base. Officers got a description and began their investigation. Police arrested 20-year-old Tyrese Cole and 3 teenagers between 15 and 16 years old Monday night. Cole now faces charges of dangerous control of a firearm and giving guns to minors. Officers found the 4 at the playground at the canal where families gathered to watch fireworks. According to police reports, Cole had a short rifle in his pants and a small amount of weed on him when officers took him into custody. He was with 2 teens there at the time. Both had handguns tucked in their pants. Documents show an officer on bike patrol found the 3rd teen with a stolen handgun in his waistband. Officers say Cole told them all the weapons belonged to him. The 3 teens are now charged with dangerous possession of a firearm by a minor. The man charged with murdering 7 people at a 4th of July parade near Chicago will make his first court appearance today. This after police say he bought 5 weapons legally, including the high-powered rifle he used in the attack. That's despite authorities being called to the suspect's home twice for threats of violence and suicide. Police say the gunman disguised himself in women's clothing, then fired more than 70 rounds from a rooftop in Highland Park on Monday. In September of 2019, police took 16 knives, a dagger, and sword from the suspect's home after his family said he threatened them. Police say the gunman applied for a gun owner's license that December, and his father sponsored the application. The alleged gunman faces 7 first-degree murder charges. More charges are expected to be announced soon. Governor Eric Holcomb is joining President Biden in calling for flags to be flown at half-staff to honor the Highland Park victims. That will be until sunset on Saturday. A 2-year-old is now orphaned after his parents were killed in that mass shooting. Arena and Kevin McCarthy were killed that day. They were shot at the parade, but their toddler, Aiden, survived and was found at the scene bloodied and alone. A relative says a 2-year-old will now be cared for by his family. A GoFundMe campaign has also been posted for Aiden and has raised more than $1.8 million. Vice President Kamala Harris is calling on Congress to pass an assault weapons ban. She addressed the National Education Association while visiting Highland Park. Harris says the mass shooting serves as a reminder of the risks children and educators face every day. President Biden signed a gun safety measure into law last month. It includes increased funding for school security. Harris says the legislation is progress, but more needs to be done. And today, a special legislative session will likely begin without any Indiana Republican lawmakers present. Governor Holcomb initially called lawmakers back today to discuss the state's abortion laws and an additional tax refund. The GOP pushed that back to July 25th to give themselves more time to work on legislation in the wake of the overturning of Roe v. Wade. State law allows special sessions to last up to 40 days, meaning lawmakers can meet until August 14th. Also happening today, protesters will gather outside the Statehouse in support of women's health care and access to abortion services. The rally will be from 9:30 this morning until 7:30 tonight. There are 3 different sessions. The first is from 9:30 to 12:30, the second 1:30 to 4:30, and the final session goes from 5:30 to 7:30. And now to business headlines. Gas prices have fallen for 21 days in a row, even amid war in Ukraine and summer driving season. The current U.S. average for a gallon of gas is $4.80, down from $4.88 a week ago, but well above year-ago prices of $3.13. Oil and gas have been falling as worries about a recession loom. Renewable energy sector saw job growth in 2021. From 2020 to 21, jobs in the renewable energy sector increased and now account for around 40% of all energy jobs in the country. Indiana is among the best states in the country for small business job growth, according to the Small Business Jobs Index. Paychex says Texas had the robust small business job growth the most. In Indiana, the 12-month growth was 1.5%, according to the report. More than 4.6 million U.S. women joined sportsbook betting apps in 2021, with female user rates growing 115% compared to 2020. It's according to data analysis company GWS. Though the number of male users still exceeds females by 250%, the rate of men using sportsbook betting apps grew by 63% in the same time period. This growth isn't just exclusive to women, as 2021 was the biggest year for sports betting in general, and growth from 2020. Costco hiked the prices of chicken bakes and soda at its food court. The chicken bake, a breaded dish filled with chicken, cheese, bacon, and a Caesar dressing, now sells for $3.99. It's $1 more than in June. Soda price increased from 59 cents to 69 cents. Inflation is pushing up prices across grocery stores as ingredients become more costly. Musician Carlos Santana suffered a medical emergency during his concert in Michigan last night. According to his management team, he was overtaken by heat exhaustion and dehydration. Santana was performing in Clarkston near Detroit, where temperatures reached up to 90 degrees. The FDA is temporarily suspending its order that banned the sale of Juul vapes. At first, the agency tried to pull the electronic cigarettes from shelves last month. It was part of a nationwide effort to shine a light on the potential dangers of vaping industry. A day later, a federal appeals court temporarily blocked the ban. Now, the FDA says the ban is suspended but not rescinded, so regulators can review it further. The Indiana State Fair released this morning its new food favorites for 2022. You'll have more than 140 different food stands to choose from. Some of the new items include pickled pizza, deep-fried brownies, a State Fair charcuterie board, and a peach shake-up. The State Fair runs from July 29th to August 21st. We've made it easy for you to find the full list of new items. Just go to wishtv.com and you'll find this story in the As Seen on Wish TV section. To the Pacers now, the team will be without T.J. Warren when next season begins. The multiple reports say the Pacers forward is leaving the Circle City to sign with the Brooklyn Nets. Warren missed most of last two seasons with a stress fracture in his left foot. Word is that Warren's contract with the Nets is only for 1 year. He averaged nearly 20 points with 53% shooting in 2020 for the Blue and Gold. And Wish TV is proud to be your home for the Indianapolis Indians. This week, the Indians host the Iowa Cubs. They're the AAA team for the Chicago Cubs. You can beat the heat by watching every pitch live inside your home. Catch tomorrow night's game live on our sister station, Mindy TV 23. The first pitch starts at 7. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.